Talk Sporty 101 continues with this question. What type of sports fan are you? Now, your fandom is going to be unique to you. You don't have to like what everybody else likes. You don't have to spend the same amount of time watching sports as other people in your office or even your household do. Sports fandom ranges from novice fans to hardcore, long-time, passionate fans. And then there's different groups of fans in the middle. You could be the sports fan that is literally somewhere in the middle. You could be the fan who is only interested in local sports. Or maybe you are drawn to the social aspect of attending a game and going through the rituals and being part of a community. That's another type of sports fan. You could also be interested in things outside of mainstream sports and professional sports. Maybe it's your kids' Little League games, or maybe it's the local high school football games every Friday night. Here's why it matters, and here's where it becomes helpful in being able to talk sporty. When you know what type of fan you are, it helps you stay in your lane in a conversation. Now, I realize that phrase has negative connotations, but in the context of talking sports, it helps you understand what you are most interested in and then direct the conversation right there. It also helps you recognize what questions will help you start a conversation with other fans. So here's an example. If you have a fan who goes to Washington State football games in Pullman every week during the football season, that would be a great starting point in talking about sports. If you have another colleague who watches college football from 9 a.m. to 10:30 p.m. on Saturdays, you could probably ask about anything going on in the world of college football. Can you tell I have football in the brain right now? It is kind of that point in the year. The point is this. Part of being successful in a conversation is knowing the questions to ask. Being able to keep a conversation going is like that emotional intelligence part of things that extends way beyond sports. And let's be very clear about why we are talking sports in the first place. It is to build relationships and make connections. It is not so we can show how much information we know. It is not to be a bigger fan or a better fan than somebody else. Now, here's the thing that you should notice as we take a look at those sports fan profiles one more time. Not a single one of these is defined by gender. Sports fandom is determined by your level of fandom and your communication preference. When you start profiling other sports fans, be very careful as to what you think they're interested in before you figure out what they actually know and want to talk about. But we'll get into that subject in the next video. In the meantime, make sure that you go to talksportytome.com, check out the blogs, check out the conversation starters, and the free resources you can download on the offers page.